What is up, guys? MattyXBuilds here, and today we got a little treat for the Tahoe. It's a 2013 LTZ Tahoe, and you guys know it's kind of new to the fleet, but I had a sponsor reach out to me and ask if I wanted to do an honest review on one of their products, and I said sure. So we got us a little package here to unbox from Auxito LED. So stand by, let me set you guys up, and we'll cut this box up and see what we got. All right, so we got the Auxito LEDs. Bill from over there reached out to me and asked, hey, you know, I seen your videos, and you know, I like how you review items and how you talk about products. So, you know, if we could, can we send you a package and you do a review for us and let us know what you think? And I said, well, sure, bud. So what we have here is the H11s. Let's see, yeah, right there, H11s. I'll look up the name on their website again, but it's like the brightest 24K or 26K, something like that. It's 6500 Kelvin, so it'll be a nice pure white, nice crispy white. And if you've got stock GM headlights, you know exactly why we need that. So it looks like they included some zip ties for us, some gloves so we don't touch the bulbs, a little Allen key, and some paperwork. Nice little manual, installation steps. Alright, so for our H11, these are probably pretty generic. They're not specific to a Tahoe, but take the bulb out, remove the dust cover if we've got one, disconnect the plugs, turn the bulb, take it out, and then line up the tabs of the LED bulb into your headlight, counterclockwise or clockwise to put it back in, and secure the driver in a cool location. So that's going to be what our zip ties are for. Just pulling these out of the box. Super nice. Good solid looking connector. Insulation looks nice on it. Their little driver's pretty sharp. It's got their nice little Auxito logo on it. Nice looking LED driver. Feels pretty good. It's good and solid. Little fan on the back. The seal's nice, and I like the construction of the bulb. It's actually like pretty solid and stout. And then the diodes are, you know, pretty typical LED diode. So yeah, let's get the headlights out to where we can get access to them. Alright, so I don't know if something's already been loosened in mine, or maybe the video I watched was a little bit different. But I just took these top two bolts out, and the headlight comes away pretty decent. As you can see, my bumper's sticking out already from the previous owner, so I don't know exactly how similar your vehicle would be or not, but so far I haven't pulled these out. I just pulled these two bolts. And our low beam, of course, is going to be out here, so I'm going to pull that. Looks like my hand fits down there pretty good. Get that twisted out, and we're up. I'm going to put you guys down, use my other hand. I'm going to get this bulb out and then show y'all what y'all need to do. All right, so as you can see on this plug, there's no keyway on the inside, but there is this tab on the top, and that tab is going to go where, you know, you push that little tab down to pull the bolts out, or you push that tab down to pull the old bulb out. That's going to be the same side that this is going to go into. All right, so we got the harness clipped in, we got our driver set down in there. I haven't zip tied it yet. To be honest, I can't really reach down there. I could zip tie it if I really wanted to, but I'm not too worried about it at the moment. But it looks like we got a couple little spots down here that we could zip tie to if we wanted to. I'm just not doing it right now. Our fan clears nicely. Once you set this back down where it's supposed to go, your fan doesn't touch, so that's good. It fits for sure. The only thing I could say to kind of, you know, be careful for when you're putting this in is when you're grabbing this this fan casing to twist your bulb in, you do kind of have to push down because it's a nice thick gasket, which I like that it's a good seal. But just be careful and deliberate that you'll notice of these tabs, you know, one of these is bigger, one of them smaller. You got to get that right, you know, and have it clocked the right way before you start twisting. And if it's too hard, you know, obviously take it back out, take a look, and make sure you're not messing it up. But be careful when you're turning it, because, you know, if you're too hard on this, you might break it. And, you know, then you just wasted your money because you were too rough with stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna get the other one popped out. It's the same process as this one. We're gonna try just pulling these two bolts out, and they were 10mm, by the way. We'll get these out over here, get this bulb switched out, and then I'm gonna turn them on just to make sure that, you know, we didn't flip the harness over by accident or something. Make sure they both work, and then we'll put our bolts back in. All right, so it looks like we got our connection nice. Lights definitely are a nice crispy white, not bluish. Got rid of that nasty yellow. That's that. I'm gonna get my hardware back in on both sides and button her up, and then we'll pick it back up in the morning when I get ready to go to work and, you know, see what the improvement is. All right, so as you can see, that's a pretty rock solid difference. One of the main things you could notice in those, and I'll go ahead and pull them back up. Notice here how, like, you know, even just parked looking at this fence, the beam is cut off with the Auxito LED. The beam has a really nice cutoff, but you can still see more surrounding area. Like, you can see all the way to the top of the fence. You can see, you know, farther into the trees here, you know, compared to the stock headlights. You know, you couldn't even see the top of the fence, and it's dingy yellow light. And then, you know, going down the road here, you know, you can see that it's way brighter. You can see the entire road. You can even see a little bit off onto each side of the road, kind of into the ditch. And that's like killer. Where I live kind of in the country, kind of in the woods. And you know, there's a lot of critters, varmint, deer, whatever, jump out into the road, and it's really nice having a good set of headlights so you can see that stuff coming. So by all means, I definitely love these Auxito LEDs. I will say I have never noticed an LED headlight that has a cutoff like this. And as you can see in this 2013 Tahoe, there's no projector in here or anything. Like, there's nothing to make this have a cutoff. And with the Auxito LEDs, the beam has a nice cutoff, so you're not blinding other drivers. You're not irritating people getting flashed all the time that your high beams are on. And speaking of that, these are so bright and just the low beams that if I turn my high beams on, you can barely tell that they're on. Like, you can't even hardly see the difference of light output from these Auxito low beams to my factory high beams. So that's how bright they are. But anyways, I love them. I'll definitely be using them in the future. I'm gonna get the high beams from them. I've seen that they offer the switchback daytime running light and turn signal, so I'm gonna be putting those on soon, so look out for those. Thank you so much, Auxito and Bill, for reaching out to me and wanting to do a partnership. Thank you so much for sending me the product to try out. It was an easy install. Literally took 15 minutes tops from getting tools out to coming out here and taking. I got lucky. I just had to take 2 bolts out on the top on each side. Took those out, twisted the old bulb out, put the new one in, clipped it in. Everything went smooth. So man, you really can't go wrong with these. They're a super fair price point, and if you want a little extra something off, be sure to click the link in my description. Use my link and you'll get 15% off. You could also use my code MattyXBuilds during checkout and get that same 15% off. And in the meantime of doing that, you're also supporting the channel. So you're helping me out and you're helping yourself out, get a good deal on some really good headlights. Thanks guys for watching the video. Other than that, we're out. Peace out, be human, and we'll see you later.